Content warning. Before we begin, a quick warning. This video contains graphic and sensitive content related to violence and loss of life. Viewer discretion is advised. If you find this content distressing, feel free to skip this video. Imagine the unimaginable. One night, you tuck your child safely into bed. But when you return, they're gone. What would you do? How far would you go to get them back? Unfortunately, this scenario isn't just fiction. It happened to one of the most famous families in America in 1932. But, did the victim survive? Stay tuned to find out. The Lindberghs were American royalty. Charles Lindbergh, the famed aviator who had successfully completed the first solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean, and his wife Anne, were celebrated nationwide. But on the night of March 1, 1932, their lives took a devastating turn. Charles Augustus Lindbergh Jr., just 20 months old, was sleeping in his nursery at the Lindbergh family home in Hopewell, New Jersey. At approximately 9 p.m., a nanny discovered that the baby was missing from his crib. In his place, a chilling ransom note demanding $50,000 was left on the windowsill. The Lindberghs contacted the police immediately, and soon, an extensive search began. A makeshift ladder used to reach the nursery window was found at the scene, along with muddy footprints. The note, written in broken English, instructed that further communication would come through newspaper ads. The hunt for little Charles Jr. had begun. Days turned into weeks as the nation anxiously followed every development. Negotiations ensued with various intermediaries. Finally, the ransom was paid at $50,000 in marked bills, but the nightmare was far from over. On May 12, 1932, 2 months after the abduction, a truck driver made a horrifying discovery just a few miles from the Lindbergh home. The decomposed body of Charles Lindbergh Jr. was found in the woods, partially buried. The infant had been struck on the head, likely causing his death, with a significant skull fracture. The nation was heartbroken. Despite paying the ransom, the baby's life could not be saved. The autopsy revealed that Charles Jr. had likely died the night of the kidnapping. For over 2 years, investigators searched for the perpetrator. The breakthrough came when a gas station attendant found one of the marked ransom bills and reported it to the authorities. This led to the arrest of Bruno Richard Hauptmann, a German immigrant with a criminal history, on September 19, 1934. Hauptmann was found to have over $14,000 of the ransom money hidden in his garage. Additionally, wood analysis from the ladder found at the Lindbergh home matched wood in Hauptmann's attic. The evidence was overwhelming. In 1935, Hauptmann was put on trial in what the press dubbed the trial of the century. Despite his repeated claims of innocence, the jury found him guilty of kidnapping and murder. Bruno Hauptmann was executed in the electric chair on April 3, 1936. The tragic case of the Lindbergh baby kidnapping shocked the world. While justice was served, it was too late to save an innocent life. What can we learn from this tragedy? 1. Be aware of your surroundings and ensure your home's security is up to date, especially if you're a public figure. 2. Keep communication with your neighbors and community strong. Watch out for each other. 3. Teach children, from a young age, about safety and who to trust. Unfortunately, we can't control everything, but we can take steps to protect the ones we love.